Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I have a really exciting package in the mail and I thought that I'd share with you what's inside of it and talk about it. It's from Freckled Designs. It's her weekly diary and I'm so excited to hop into it. Not too long ago I did a video where I talked about everything that I had bought for 2023 and I did like quick reviews of each of the planners that I had in my possession for 2023, and this was the one planner that I had ordered but I hadn't received yet. So I thought we could quickly talk about it. I'll show you how it fits in a couple of covers. We'll do a little bit of a review and then I'll give you kind of my thoughts, if I think I'm going to use it and if so, how. So I did open this, but I popped it back in the packaging to show you guys how it arrives. So she just has a little bit of this like gold foil paper, and then so you get this planner card. It's for 2023. It's the entire calendar year. You could punch it and put it in a rings. You could maybe cut this, like you could do whatever you want with it. It's just a planner card and it just says, thank you from Hannah. And then I also ordered with the pre-order. This is 12 of Monday through Sunday stickers to fill in the calendar, which I'll show you in a second if you want that. So she did that as an option with the pre-order. So here's the planner, the weekly diary. I'm so excited. Let me move all this stuff out of the way. Okay, so I'm just letting you know, it's like 8 o'clock at night when I'm filming this and my grandma's in the next room watching a Christmas movie. So if you hear any nice classical music or something else in the background, that's what it is. I'm sorry. I'm just excited and wanted to film this. But anywho, this is what the planner looks like. I got Raven, which is the black cover. So in this planner, we've got a soft, flexible cover with a little minimal like star design on the front. You've got binding here. On the back, it says the weekly diary by Freckled Designs. I really am impressed as to like how sleek looking this is. And then on the inside, we just have a blank interior page and another blank page, and it hops straight into the monthlies. You don't have any like yearly overview, yearly index pages, none of that exists. I will say though that this, you could do something with this page and maybe this page. I know people don't really like writing on the first page that's connected to the binding that's like glued in. You do have options that you can do something with it, especially if you wanted to like print something out. I don't think this would fit here, but you could find another shop that does like a printable yearly index and stick it in, at least on this side of the page. But you hop straight into the monthlies and you get 12 of these. Incredibly clean, absolutely nothing printed on the page except for the boxes for your calendar, and that's where these come in. So you were able to pre-order these when you were able to order these when you placed your initial pre-order for the planner. I think they're still on the website though as well. I think there's like 10 font options. I went with font number 5, and you can just place them in the boxes, but you can do a Sunday start if you want or a Monday start. So I like that flexibility because some people like the ability to choose. And then you just flip through your 12 months and then you have 52 weeks that look like this, and they're really pretty. I really like her choice here. So you would put the date and the day of the week in this box here, and then here is like your spot for each day, and then you have an entirely gridded page, except for at the top of the page you have this little rectangle, and you can use that to put like week number 52, have it be like November 1st through the 7th. You can do that, or you can just ignore it and just do whatever you want with the page. But I do like this layout. You have a lot of flexibility here. There's no grid on this side of the page, but you can see that you can see through the grid on the back side of the page. And it's enough so that you can keep your writing straight on this side of the page, but you don't actually have to have it printed on this side of the page. I hope you understand what I mean. So you go through your 52 weeks, and then you have this page here, which just says notes, and it goes into 365 notes pages. That's literally all it is. Until the back of the book, you have your back cover, or your back like interior cover, and then the exterior cover. And that's it. Very simple, but that's what I like about it. I'm very excited. I wanted to film this video tonight because like I literally want to start laying down stickers. I love it. I'll show you how it fits inside of my Moterm Veg Tan. So this is the planner that I'm currently using. This is the Apricot Moterm Veg Tan. I'll show you how it fits with one cover tucked in because that's how a lot of people like to use their book covers. And it fits really nicely, as you can see. I don't have anything in my back pocket, but I do have stuff in the front pocket and the side pocket here. And I have a magnetic pin down here as well. So there's stuff in the pockets and there's still like room to grow. Room for this planner to fluff up and get bigger. And then if you want to also tuck the front cover in, which is how I prefer to use my planner covers, just make sure the spine is in the correct position. Shimmy this over a little bit. And there we go. Again, you still have that space for the planner to grow as you like fluff it up and stuff, but it fits really nicely in here. And that's exciting because I have like 4 of these covers in preparation for this planner. The one planner that I haven't tried this in yet is one of my VDS covers. So I brought out my VDS Undyed, which while I'm here, I might as well show you. So this is the Moterm Veg Tan and Apricot, and then this is the Undyed. My Undyed is not very tan, as you can see by the popper. Like there's not a huge amount of color variance between where the popper sits and the rest of the planner. It's pretty much brand new. Like it hasn't gotten a lot of color. So for those who are interested in the Apricot color, it is quite a bit darker than the Moterm Veg Tan. It does really though remind me of Gillio Undyed, which is what I was looking for when I purchased this color of the Moterm. Anyway, side note, but just thought I'd show you. So let's try it in here. I have not tried it in here yet. Ooh, it fits really nicely in here. Let me put my pen in here. Which, since this is Tomoe River paper, also in the Sweet Freckled designs, I plan on continuing to use my fountain pen next year. I use the Pilot Vanishing Point in the matte black in the extra fine nib, in case you're curious, with black Diatramentis archive ink, for any of those who are curious. But, ooh, okay. So as you can see, this happens with some planners. I've had this happen with VDS before. It fits, but when the pen loop, when I have a pen in the pen loop, it's like it's a little bit too close for comfort and it bumps it up. Let's see if the same thing would happen with a skinnier pen. That kind of sucks. It fits, but see? Okay. Do you see how the planner is a little bit closer to the actual back cover, back of the leather cover? It's because the pen in the pen loop isn't as chunky, so the pen loop isn't being stretched and taking up more room. I hope I'm adequately communicating this to you guys. It's a minor thing. The planner fits, like the Sweet Freckle Designs weekly diary fits inside of my leather cover, but it is something that somewhat annoys me. Normally though, it annoys me because it interferes with my tabs, but because there's 365 notes pages, I'm not going to have a lot of tabs towards the back of the planner. All of my tabs are going to be towards the front of the planner. So even if I have this issue, it shouldn't interfere with my tabs. So yeah, it does fit. This is the Vanderspec Codex Mega, by the way. I don't have a standard Codex. I can't share that with you. I don't know how it fits in there, but this is a Codex Mega and it fits very nicely. So yeah, that's exciting because I didn't know if it would fit in my VDSs. That's why when the Moterms restocked, I definitely hopped on these because I knew that they were a little bit wider. So for reference, I don't have a Gillio Slimmo Punto in my collection anymore, but the Slimmo Punto is even wider than the Moterm. So if you're looking to have like the roomiest cover, go with the Slimmo Punto. This is the most narrow. the Codex Mega in my collection. The standard Codex would be even more narrow, but I don't even know if that would fit the weekly diary. But in my collection, the Codex Mega is the most narrow, the snuggest fit. And then it's the Moterm Veg Tan, fits quite nicely with a little bit of room for growth. And based on the dimensions, I don't have them pulled up in front of me, but I do know that the Giglio Slim Punto has even a little bit more room. So if you plan to stuff the planner, use a ton of stickers, a ton of washi, you might want to look into a Giglio Slim Punto, or like widen the standard Mega when you go to do a custom. But yeah, I'm so happy about this planner. I think it's gonna work for me. I really do. I was nervous about how thick it was because in the past when I tried to use a Hobonichi Weeks Mega, I didn't like how thick it was. But something that I'm noticing is that the layout of the Hobonichi Weeks and the fact that it had this line going down here made that I was constantly writing towards the end of the page. Whereas with this layout, I'm more so going to be writing over here. So I don't think I'm going to have to deal with the falling off as much. Also, the fact that it is a soft cover instead of a hard cover, I think is a little bit better for me. I don't know. The thickness just doesn't seem to be bothering me as much as I thought it would, and as much as a thick planner in this dimension has bothered me in the past. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's the excitement. Maybe it's the fact that I'm just happy that it has 365 notes pages and that I won't have to use multiple planners next year. I don't know what it is, but at this moment, the thickness of the planner is not irritating me and doesn't seem to be a cause for concern the way that I thought it might. There's like a fluff attached to the, is that a fluff or a mark? I think that's a mark. I think it's from my fake nails. That's nice. It came spotless, I'll say that. So in terms of what I'm planning to do, I will say I don't like that this thing is undated. Not a fan. Truly not a fan. I understand why she sold it as undated. I understand that a lot of people really do prefer undated planners. Me, not so much. So I actually plan on sitting down and dating this entire planner prior to the start of 2023. I'll show you how I plan on doing that. I have a lot of work ahead of me. So I'm going to use these to add the days of the week to each monthly. I'm going to use a simple monthly script to add the month to each monthly. I'm not sure what script exactly. I actually have a ton to choose from. I might actually use the one from Clark & Cord maybe. I do have Sweet Freckled Designs as well. I might use these. I don't know though. I have a lot of options. I do really like the planner spot. Her lettering. I might do those. I've got some typewriter ones from Sweet Papery Planning. Oh, the Sweet Caress ones are nice. As you can see, I have a lot of options. These are the Sweet Caress ones. So I'm going to use a monthly script for that. I'm going to add in the holiday stickers from Planet Monkey Co. Or I might order them from Papery Planning. I'm not sure yet. Going to add in my own tabs. I can either use these tabs from Sautelier, which are what are currently on my Hobonichi Weeks from this year, and I also used them on my Hobonichi Weeks last year. So I don't know if I'm going to continue with these or use these clear ones from Planet Monkey Co. That I'm not sure yet. And then for the monthlies, I have this tape. So this is a tape from Rose Colored Days that I bought years, damn it. It ripped. This is a tape that I bought years ago from Rose Colored Days. I don't know if she still has it. If she does, I will link it below. But it is a date dot tape. And between each of these numbers is a perforation. So you just go through and you rip each of the numbers apart and then you paste it down wherever you want to put it. This is how I plan on dating the monthlies. With the weeklies, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing for the weeklies yet. I might go through and use this simply because it's easy. This isn't my favorite font, but it's simple enough, easy enough that I'll just go ahead and use it. I might also try and make my own date dots. I do have a silhouette. I might try and do that, but I'm not sure. I know for sure that I'm going to use this for the monthlies. Also, when it comes to the weeklies, I'm not sure if I'm going to buy enough Monday through Sunday stickers to add to the weekly spreads, or if I'm going to pull out my silhouette and try and do it on my own. That I also haven't decided, but I will have this entire planner dated before the start of the year, because I refuse to do that week to week. That sounds miserable. I also like to have something that I can forward plan in. I do see the value of like undated planners if you're using something for memory keeping and you're not consistent and it's not something that you use all the time. But if I'm going to use this as a functional planner, it needs to be dated the whole year, like the whole way through. Like setting up my planner cannot be an event that includes also adding the dates, right? Like when I set up my planner every month, I like that I just have to add deco. If I don't get around to doing it, my planner is still functional. The bare bones are still there. I don't want a planner that is completely undated where, hey, if I don't have time to get around to setting it up, it just means that there's no days there. Like there's no numbers. I don't know what day of the week is the 13th of November, right? Like that's not going to fly. That's not going to work for me. So I'm going to figure out how to set it up before the beginning of the year. And I'll probably do that off camera. And like I did with my Hobonichi Week setup for 2022, I filmed a video prior to the beginning of the year that went through my entire setup and my entire thought process, but I actually did the work off of camera just because I enjoy watching Netflix and like doing it and having fun with it and not having to like also film it and make it a production. I would love to do that, but it also is something that happens over a span of like weeks. So it's not like I sit down and I'm like, today's the day I'm setting up the planner and by the end of the day it's going to be done so I can film the whole process. It just kind of happens when I have time and when I feel like it organically. So yeah, last year's setup of my Hobonichi Weeks was my most favorite planner setup I've ever done. I put a lot of work into it. I printed a lot of my own stickers and I loved it. I don't know if I have the energy to do that this year. Like, I feel like it's going to be a lot more simple. I added, like, there's stuff everywhere in this planner. Like, this is, like, vellum taped onto the back page. I made this, what is this called? Oh, my God, what is this called? I made this vinyl. Like, I printed, dashboards. I put so much work into this. I tipped in vellum. Like I did so much work to this planner. And I don't know if that is going to happen this year. So we'll see, but whatever I come up with, I will show you, I promise. But anyway, this is a pretty chaotic video. I got this in the mail today and I was so excited. I was like, I have to talk to someone and I didn't want to do this on like, Instagram stories. So I was like, okay, let me sit down and film a quick video. But let me know your thoughts. Did you pick up this planner? Did you miss it and wish you did? Also, if you wish you did, she did announce information today about the weekly diary. I was busy. I didn't like sit and read the whole post that she shared, but check out the Sweet Freckled Designs Instagram or Facebook group if you want information about this planner and you missed out on it. I think she's doing something in January. I'm not sure. But did you pick it up? Did you try to and did you miss it? Do you plan on using it? If you're not planning on using it, what are you going to be using? Let me know all of the information pertaining to the 2023 planners. I'm so curious. But anyways, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope that you had fun because I had a blast. And I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Bye.